On to our roof, y'all. So if you notice with the roof, and if you think about any other roof, you usually have a little overhang here, and this is where the leaves and maybe when it rains it drains off of there, so it's going to extend a little bit off of, this was the original line right here for the top of that box that I made. And so you're going to have that. If this was a transparent roof, of course you would see this line in general, but that overhang continues here as well. So it looks harder than it is, but I would definitely pay attention to the details that I'm adding because it makes a huge difference in what you do. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look back at the extended line that we made right here. And I may try to lower this just a little bit for you guys to see here. Okay, so I've got my little extended line here. So what's going to happen initially with this extended line here, I'm going to line up the very tip top of this line right here, and then this little corner right here. And you don't have to do dots right there. I'm just kind of showing you. And what you'll do is just imagine if you were to have a roof, how far would you make it go down? You probably don't want to make it go way down here, but you want to have just a little bit of a lip right here for things to travel and all of that. So I'm just taking that from here to there to right there. And if you see, and I did not mention this, this is your original roof line. So to further not confuse you, what I would do if I was you guys before you actually start with this, I would take that original top of your box and either fade it just a little bit, don't completely erase it, or you can turn it into dotted lines right there like I did, so you'll know that yeah, it's still there, but it doesn't really truly count as being the edge of that roof anymore. So what you're going to end up doing, and I'm lining up my ruler with the very edge of my paper to make things straight, I'm going to, and just really, really slightly doing a little dotted guideline, and I'm going to make the base of my other side of where my roof line is going to end. So this needs to, like where you see this end of this triangle, it needs to line up and be straight. I just have a horizontal line right here that's straight. It needs to line up somewhere on this line. Now I know where this is because I can kind of see through my paper when I'm drawing this thing, but you may not know, so just do a line that's equal distant here, there, and there. So anyway, so what you'll end up doing now is on this side you've got here, here, and here, and you're going to end up, and you may not know what here is, so maybe just here and here, and then you'll end up making your line land over there. So there and there and there, it's starting to, well, it's looking like a little pitched roof, right? So you've got a long elongated triangle right there. So the next thing you're going to do, remember the top of your building originally, it slants, right? And it goes to that vanishing point. So what we're going to do from here, from the very top pitch of this roof area, we're going to take this and we're going to take this area to our vanishing point. So I'm lining this little dot up with my vanishing point there. And leave your little guidelines. All right, so right here, you've got this little top, the pitch of our roof right here. Now where you had this little part of where your gutter might be or whatever it is at the very bottom portion of that roof area, what you're going to end up, you're going to go a bit under, obviously, the original part of where that box was, and you're going to end up taking that little part to your vanishing point. And so we're lining it up there. Kind of see that. So this is a solid line, but then it ends up, after you go past the building, it ends up being kind of dotted just like these lines right here. So the next thing we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up doing the very edges right here, and then we're going to close these things out, and I'll do another video for you guys in just a moment.